Autumn is a real good one. I like the leaves. In Over the Garden Wall, I really like the leaves. The way the leaves look and the way they move around the environment is so mesmerizing. I just love it so much. Let's gather around, get your pumpkin spice related thing, get your pastries. Let's gather around the very cozy campfire and watch the first 5 seconds of this TV show. Just in those 5 seconds, you glean 1, sweet piano riff, 2, just some great animation right there, and 3,
it's a frog.
The first episode is on YouTube for free, the rest you gotta pay for on YouTube. Definitely don't go on to the external websites of the World Wide Web. You wouldn't steal a car, would ya? Instead of committing Grand Theft Auto, stay here with me and listen to my very long rant about various niche things that I really like in Over the Garden Wall. Did you know that Wirt, the main character of this entire series, is played by Elijah Wood, the Mr. Frodo Baggins himself? An interesting choice for this random mini Cartoon Network series, but I mean, it's a great casting choice, if not for his experience, for one very specific reason.
Sometimes I feel like I'm just like a boat upon a winding river, twisting towards an endless black sea. Further and further, drifting away from where I want to be, who I want to be.
Elijah's tone of speech fits this sad boy, lamenting Hamlet character so well. This top view with a slow zoom down induces a sense of spiraling. And here, when his pupil dilates just slightly, is an attention to detail that adds a lot to the scene, for me personally. If you've never consumed any Hamlet-related media, good on you, young man, but allow me to synopsize because it requires this certain thing that I'm going to talk about in a second. My legs got tired, so I changed sitting positions. Hamlet was your standard 18th century European boy. He had girl problems, he had poetry problems, and he told his mom to get to a nunnery. Just good old kid stuff. What I'm trying to get at is Wirt equals Hamlet. If we boil down Wirt's character into 2 broad categories, we see more similarities. A, he does what everybody tells him to do and he just really wants this girl. And B, he plays the clarinet, he knows about various European architecture, is a poetry nut, and says he doesn't have the embouchure for bassoon, but he actually does. It is a very strange combination, but I think it fits the middle school sort of archetype very well. That insecurity about his own interests being weird and being unsure if like people are still gonna want to be his friend if he doesn't do certain things or if he likes certain things. Like, oh god, is Parker not gonna want to be my friend because I like Pokemon cards? Over the Garden Wall helped me become a really bad multitasker. Last year when I first watched this show, I was a different person. I was a silly, gosh darn mathematics major. I was doing the maths one night and I really didn't want to do the maths and I would rather be watching Over the Garden Wall. I ended up just giving up and deciding to watch the show as I did my assignment, which was a bad idea. I did not finish that assignment on time and I inevitably got docked many points, but I was a happier person. Not to say that I believe multitasking is the thing you should do. You should not do multitasking. But if there is a thing you need to multitask on, then allow me to bestow upon you some information. Watch shows or music that you're really familiar with, because then it's more of a background noise that you don't really pay attention to. Also, if you're trying to get out of the stage you are where you're kind of barely working and like watching something else, tell yourself, I'm gonna set a timer for 20 minutes. And for that 20 minutes, I'm just gonna work. And that tricks your brain into doing a relatively easy task. And then when that 20 minutes goes off, you realize, wait, 20 minutes, I don't have nearly enough time to do my work. And then you feel really engaged, and then you'll do the rest of your assignment, and then you watch Over the Garden Wall. Then you watch this video. Then you like, comment, and subscribe. And that's a rock fact. Speaking of, I love the rock facts that Greg talks about in Over the Garden Wall. Greg will just say the darndest things, and then punctuate every single random thing with saying, that's a rock fact. Every time it happens, it just embodies the childlike wonder that we all had at some point in time, where we could just be a free dove dumb kid to be free and dumb, and it was just a grand old time.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did you know that if you soak a raisin in grape juice, it turns into a grape? It's a rock fact. I play Gregory, and he is the funny part of the show. Have you listened to anything I've been saying? For the last couple hours, I've been saying...
If I could get a voice clip of Colin Dean saying, "Subscribe to Jooshrs, he's a really cool guy and is also very tall, and that's a rock fact," I think I could finally die happy.
No, I'm just lost. See, we're trying to get to...
I'm the highwayman.
Okay, good to know. Well, so you see...
I'm the highwayman.
This rambunctious little guy is where the intersection of bad and wrong meet. And he'll steal your shoes, but only the left ones. What's up with that? This entire portion of this random scene where he literally walks up on stage and starts singing is just... my brain couldn't process everything that was going on, but all I knew was I was freaking enjoying myself. The animation team took every possible way to make this part difficult to animate, and it looks phenomenally disturbing. It's one of my favorite things that I've ever seen animated. The show excels at creating interesting one-off stories that are well crafted in assisting the narrative. Fred the horse has a funny voice and kind of reminds me of Greg from Night in the Woods.
I want to steal.
Tim Curry put his heart and soul into this old man he voices. A descent into madness shown through his random ramblings coupled with a weirdly positive demeanor made him very unsettling.
What if there is no ghost? What if I'm on the brink of madness? Maybe the doctors were right.
Thank you guys so much. If you like this video, please share it with a fellow Halloween-ist. I appreciate you all, and Over the Garden Wall is a straight up jam. That's it. I'm laying down now because my back hurts. Thank you all, guys. Bye-bye.